Hello, family. This is the mentor Ismail. Okay, this morning, it's supposed to be a live session where I'll be trading. Where I'll be training you guys on this particular strategy. But I decided to do it this way so I can make the time shorter if possible, because um, this training of course, we're going to be talking about the strategy of which all of you have been asking for. But then before then, we'll talk about I really want to talk to you about I want to speak to you about psychology, the psychology of trading, your mindset issue. Okay, we want to talk about that, and I'd like you to take notes of this one. It's very important because you know why? Without that, I tell you, because I've seen this happen so many times. Every now and then, people would disturb me. Ah, coach, when are you going to make the video? Drop the video, drop the video. But the truth is, how many people are actually using this video? They watch it, they get motivated, but they are not motivated enough to start doing what the video says. Because if they are doing it, actually, I know a lot of people have known this, people will ask, yeah, the video is not out yet. When is the video coming out? When the video, but then it's still the same, even after watching the video. So it's very important we work on our psychology. So this morning, I will start from that end before I delve into the business of the day. Now, quickly, let's talk about it. Before we talk about the strategy, of course, remember, this strategy is actually changing lives. You all have seen it before. You've seen it happening in the group. You see people making thousands of dollars in a day. These are newbies for that matter. Most of these guys even came in like earlier, like this month. Yet they're already making money. So profitable. They don't even have to rely on even signals most times. I mean, they are done before the end of the day. Before the beginning of the day, they are done. Right. Now, let's talk about it straight, because it's even more important. Now, your mindset is the main thing we want to discuss, right? Now, the truth is this, let me tell you one thing you need to know now. No matter how big or how powerful the strategy is in this world, no strategy in the world, I can tell you now for free, listen to this. No strategy in the world that can make you consistent or will make you consistent in being profitable, or that will make you consistent in trading, if your mind is not ready for it. Your mind have to be ready for success. Without that, I tell you, no matter what they teach you, and I don't know, some of you may have noticed this, even those of you who go get mentors, who watch videos on YouTube, you just see that you're happy when you're watching those videos. It helps you, make you feel like you're doing the right thing towards your trading journey. But at the end of the day, it's actually sometimes like a way to distract, to keep yourself away from the real thing, which is trying and acting. You get the point. Now, I'm going to be listing out some things which I believe will help out. In the meantime, as I do that, let me share my screen. But I won't be typing. I'll just be saying this. I mean, I'm not good at typing. I'm lazy. Let me just say that. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. So, I'm lazy at typing, not lazy like, no, I'm not. You all know that, right? I need to make that clear. Right. So quickly, let's talk about some basic, very, very important part of the problem that most people are actually facing when it comes to trading and making it happen for themselves. Really, it's not knowledge, I tell you. Knowledge is out there. Different strategies are out there. Whatever you want is out there. This academy has given you everything you need. The tools are there. Profitable, I tell you. And you all know that the profitability level is so high. You see it at the end of the month. They post all these results. You see them, right? And you know they are real because you are here, right? Now, the first thing you need to know, which is very important, is here. Confidence comes from execution, not just when you learn. Sometimes you learn, and then the thing is you keep learning and learning, but nothing is happening. But you see, the best part of learning is coming when you are executing. Like you learn, you execute. You learn, you execute. See, learning and teaching are good things. They can be great in school. They can be great in every other thing. But when it comes to practical job like trading, I kid you not, you have to learn and execute right immediately. And then you see, because many of us always think, oh, confidence comes from knowing everything, like you know everything up front. I've listened to people tell me things like, coach, hey, I want to watch all those videos before I even join, blah, blah, blah. It's okay. But the problem is that that doesn't solve your issue. So it's totally wrong when you think your knowledge is what will save you. No, it's the confidence that comes from doing the work repeatedly, like you're doing it all the time. So even when you are not sure, it's okay. Just keep on doing it. That's the good thing about doing things. I tell you, master it while doing it. I've actually listened to a lot of people who told me that they were so good at so many things today. And when you ask them, you interview them, that when were you or where were you taught, they'll tell you it's a self-taught. Self-taught means They just keep doing it the way they think it's okay. They keep doing it. They keep failing and failing, failing. Before you know, everything start coming in place. Right. So you cannot learn without executing, I tell you. So even when you're not sure, just keep on using it. Keep on doing it. Worst case scenario, use the lowest lot size. I won't tell you to keep on using demo. Demo is not the real thing because it takes away the real thrill of it. You understand? Because what you are developing is confidence. Confidence cannot come from trading demo. It comes from you trading your real account because that's what makes you fear. That's where the fear comes from. Fear of losing, isn't it? So you're not losing because the market is against you. You need to know that today. You are losing because you stopped too early. You understand? You don't, like you don't even try. You don't even start. I think that's the right thing. You don't even start before stopping. Okay? Now, you need to just start. Start anyhow. It doesn't matter. Start anyhow. You learn on the job. You understand? Because every winning trader you see today that you admire, right? They were once a beginner. They were once nervous. You understand? For me, myself, I used to be very nervous until I kept on trying. I lost a lot of account though. I blew a lot of account and I made some money too. But the thing is, what really helped me out was the fact that at the end of the day, I'll think about it. I already know what I'm going to lose. This is not going my way. So I already see it in advance. So then the fear kicks out. Okay? So the thing is, you have to keep on going until your actions create some level of confidence. So get that, very important. That first point, confidence, is very important. Don't joke with it. Okay? Your knowledge will never help you. It's your confidence that will help you. And confidence will not come until you keep on trying and trying, executing every day, because from execution, from several actions you put in, comes your confidence. So what creates confidence, in other words, is the actions that you put in on a daily basis. And I don't take these words just listening and get motivated. Make use of it to help you. The second thing I see that is a problem is switching. Stop switching. Start testing things instead of switching. You know, because it's in fact, I'll tell you a killer mistake. I know some people in this academy that they come in, they master one scanner, and they stay at that scanner till, for as long as they are here. But you see, most of us are like, now, you don't want to we don't want to put that on us coaches that, oh, hey, coach, we don't know which one to use. Last time, we were taught this one, Yes, it's our job to teach you all the scanners. For goodness sake. You always say that, oh, when are you going to teach on this one? When are you going to teach? I will teach. We need to teach on all the scanners so you can understand very perfectly all the scanners. Now, from that understanding, you now see the one that probably resonates with you. Or you try all and then you see the one that fits into your own style and stay with it. Because when you found one, it's not about finding it. It's about using it for too long that makes you to now become better. Instead of switching strategies, switching scanners, you don't have to. You can stick with one scanner and take the other signals from our educators. And if you are that good, like for me, I can use all the scanners actually. Depending on but there are some scanners I don't like that doesn't resonate with me. I don't use them. Not because they are bad, but my trading style doesn't fit in because I've been a trader before joining, right? But then that doesn't mean I can't use all the scanners if it's good, if I can use them, right? But mastership is what we're talking about. Now, if you are new, you don't want to switch every now and then. The reason why I can switch, I'm switching between scanners that work with my strategy because I already know what I work with before joining this academy. Hope you understand. So I have to be honest with you, really. If you don't give a strategy enough trades, enough numbers, you will never know if it works. It's not just having a strategy and then you want things to start changing. No, you keep on trading. How many times have you traded by yourself using the same strategy? Even after understanding everything you understand now. Ask yourself this question. I don't have to be honest by answering it by yourself, to yourself. Because let me tell you, a losing trade doesn't mean a losing strategy. Some of you always have that thought. Well, I won't blame those who have that thought. They are not forex trader before joining GFU. But if you're actually a forex trader, you understand, you will know, no forex trader in the world will tell you. There's what we call a bad day, there's what we call a bad week, there's what we call a bad month. There are times the market is like that for a particular strategy or for a particular person or generally, most times generally. Do you get my point? So does that mean the strategy is bad or the trader is bad? No, it simply means that moment, that particular trade, that market for the moment, because the market is dynamic. It is not a static thing. It's something that happens not just by being made up. You understand? It doesn't happen by makeup. It's something that happened based on a cause and effect, supply and demand. The world revolves around this whole thing. Yeah, we have some influences here and there, but still all boil down to what? Boils down to supply and demand. So there's never a losing trade. Okay. Sorry, a losing trade doesn't really mean a losing strategy. What I want to say is there's never a losing strategy. Well, there could be, but after you've done the test and you've seen the result of a strategy and you see how good it is, there will be days that it will not be good. Not because the strategy is bad, because the market it is. So the market moves in probabilities, and you only see those probabilities play out when you test consistently, not randomly, not jumping here and jumping there, do it here, do it do it today, not do it tomorrow. It has to be something you do every time. And you only see that probability plays out when you do it every time. So from today, I want you to just commit to, any strategy that you like. Commit to any strategy that you like. But the moment you commit to that strategy, okay, at least do it for 20 to 30 times and document your results. This is how to become great at this whole thing. Can you please do that and document your results? Look for a strategy that you like. Look for a scanner. Take it up. Pick that scanner. Pick that strategy. Use it on a pairs that you want. Have your favorite pairs. Every day, come in the market and look out for that opportunities. When everything aligns based on the strategy, take that trade. Even if it's 0.01, it don't matter. But okay, if that problem is, okay, I'm going to be losing a lot, just do the list. But don't use your demo for this. I'm telling you the truth. The real thrill is not demo account. It's in your real account. I want you to challenge yourself that this week, I'm going to learn a scanner and I'm going to stick by that scanner and I'll take trade on that scanner for 20 to 30 times. When you have mindset like this, it will help you. But if you can't do this, I tell you, you just be wasting your money. You just keep wasting your money. And there's no shortcut to this. You have to do it. That's the only way out. Except you want to be dependent for life, which is not a good thing. And that's not why you are here. The reason you are here is because the platform I've given you an avenue where you can become self-dependent, where you can depend on yourself. Okay? Now, the third one is always separate your self-worth. That's a big one. I know that. Separate your self-worth. I've always said this to people. Always separate your self-worth from your results. Your self-worth from your result. What does that mean? You see, the moment people lose one trade, it affects their psychology. They start trading like a loser. They start using loss size. Like, for example, if they have like $500 and they have already said, okay, I'll be trading 2% of my account, 3% of my account. Now they traded 3% of their account and it becomes a loss. The next one, you see them trading 1%. Now, the problem is not the percentage. That's to maintain. Because the problem is now the trade was a losing one. Now, what about the next one if it's going to be a winning one? Now, the moment you reduce your risk, what happens? You make small wins compared to the big loss you did before. And then what happens? Now you're excited with that small win. And then you go on again. You make another win, which is small win. These two wins is not even up to half of the losses you had before. How do you progress? Then the next one, you're not confident because you've taken 2 wins. You're like, oh, I think I'm ready. And then you go in with the bigger one. Then it becomes maybe probably a losing day. It messes up the psychology. The reason why this is happening is because of your last loss make you look, you not see yourself as a loser. It's affecting your self-worth. The last loss affects your self-worth. You now see yourself like a loser and you're not trading like one. You need to kick that out of your head. So there's a saying that I saw somewhere. It's a saying in Forex trading. They said, one losing trade doesn't make you a loser. One winning trade doesn't make you a genius. You see the point? So it's not about the trade. It's about the habit you create while you are in the trade. The market is neutral. It doesn't know you. It doesn't know where you come from. It doesn't care about any information about you. It doesn't even care about anything. Your job is to stay neutral. You're not supposed to be attached or, whatever way. You're not supposed to. Just stay neutral and focus on executing the plan accordingly, following the rules. Don't break the rules. That's another good thing. Do you get my point? Never break the rules, execute the plan, and all that. Okay? Remove your emotions. I know it's not easy, but that's the only way out, so you have to start doing it. Remove your emotions attached to every trade. The moment you master that detachment, you will become unstoppable. Because when you attach yourself to a trade too much, oh, this trade must give me a win. And then when you lose, it destroys your self-worth. The self-worth now, the next trade you'll be taking, it will reflect in them. And that will make you a loser. And we don't want to be a loser. Nobody wants to be a loser. There's no other way to it. You cannot even pray about this one. You have to just do it. Number four, I will tell you another one is adopt the number game, or I call it the numbers game. The numbers game mentality. You know, there's this law of average. I don't know if you have heard that before. Law of average. Law of average says that when you do something over and over again for many times, an average will occur. It will give you a set of score that will almost be constant, that you can say that, okay, I can actually make this happen and I will get these results. You get, but you can only detect that if you have done it several times. So trading is a number game. So just like, let me give you an instance. Let's say you have a coin. You know, a coin have what we call a head and a tail, right? I'm trying to use something clear. Okay, yeah, a head and a tail. Let's say the head, whenever you flip the coin and it comes to the head part of it, head side of it, you win $2. But when it comes to the tail, you lose $1. Let me ask you a question. Would you want to quit after one tail? You know, that tail means $1 gone out of your money. Would you want to stop? Now, of course, you want to keep on flipping, because the more you flip, the more the probability work in your favor. That's the probabilities. You see, frequency is what determines consistency and also determines how increases your average. I think that's what I would say. Do you get? So this is exactly how trading works. So stop thinking in terms of single trades. Start thinking in terms of bigger picture. Like when you listen to all these great guys on YouTube, they'll tell you this strategy they are telling you, they've backtested it 100 times. If they have, that's the only way out to succeed. Moreover, you are not even in a place where you have to rely on yourself. You are already having something that is working. They backtested them. Now you take these things and master it. That's all. Do you get my point? No matter any experienced driver you see or experienced pilot, what do you even call experience? The number of years you spend on the job. So what are we talking about? Or what are we not talking about? So start thinking of 20, 30, 50 trades. That's how winners think. I mean, these are the things that will help you. The strategy I'm about to present will not help you. These things will help you. Just get it right, right? The fifth one is choose to be what? Unshakable. Now, what do I mean by that? That one is not a motivation. Like I always tell you, I'm not a motivational speaker, but I'm speaking from facts. It's exactly how it is, what is happening from experience and from what is happening on a daily-to-day basis. Whatever I'm saying now, you all will know that I'm actually addressing issues that I see every day. Now, what do I mean by choose to be unshakable? You see, your results will always rise or fall to the level of your belief. You see it now. The way you believe about your journey here is what will determine your results. So what I mean by result will rise or fall to the level of your belief is, if your belief is higher, your result will have to be what? Will have to rise to meet up. But if your belief is lower, what happened? Results have to drop to meet that level. So the level your result goes determines on the level of your belief. If you don't believe in the strategy, the scanner, it will always be what? It will always make you right, because you have to be right. Do you get myself? Do you get me? Sorry, I said, do you get myself? Can you get what I'm saying? Sorry. If you doubt yourself, what I'm saying is, in essence, is this: if you doubt yourself, you will self-sabotage yourself. It will destroy everything you're thinking of. In fact, but if you decide right now that you are unshakable, I tell you, no loss can take you out. You know, like we always say in Forex, remember, losses are what? Losses are lessons. Losses are lessons. Sorry, I'm trying to log in again. The system has been idle, so that's why I think it went out, which is a good thing, though. Okay, yeah. So as I was saying, we say losses are what? Lessons, not verdicts. Like it's not when you lose. Now it's only a lesson when you learn from it. You look at the reasons. I mean, after you've done everything right, not that you don't follow the rules, you don't follow the strategy. If you lose, that one is losses upon losses. That's like a multiple loss. Okay, but then when you do the right thing, I tell you, everything works out for you. So in other words, winners don't lose less; they just don't quit. I saw that statement somewhere. I think, all these random statement that will be put on the, what's it called, the forex. When you check the forex mindset programs and stuff like that. Yeah, it said winners don't lose less; they just don't quit. I think it applies to everything in life. So, my friends, my family, mentees, my powerful people, I want to tell you, like, I want to close this whole the mindset stuff, like, okay, by telling you that like okay, let me put it this way. So now that we have addressed that one, we have addressed the real challenge, which I believe you all know too, which is your psychology, right? I believe you're not just going to take it as a motivation. You take it as something you have to execute. Start. That's how to learn. Start right now. Start today. Don't just procrastinate. Start today, okay? Then everything will work out for you. Okay? So I'm about to show you a strategy that has been quietly producing incredible results for the people who stick with it. And that strategy, I want to dedicate a shout out to Benjamin. Benjamin is one of my mentees. He's a powerful leader. As a matter of fact, he's the leader of my team from Uganda. I would say Eastern Africa because they are Tanzanians and the Kenyans. I mean, this guy is great himself, and Silva. They are great leaders. They came up with this, merging these two things together, and it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. And so I saw this and I'm like, wow. I mean, and it's giving really big results in the team. And the reason why they have that result is because they stick by it every day. And guess what? Every day they become master of this. And for those of you who know, you've seen that. I've shown you what happens in their group. You see them making money on a daily basis, thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars. And this is really motivating a lot of people in their team, that people are rushing, they join and all that. So that's exactly what can happen for you. Now, did this strategy fall on Benjamin's lap? No, Benjamin too is just like every one of you who came in to learn. All the videos, all the trainings we always have together is always there learning. And let me tell you one thing. It took them 2 months subscription before they get it right. Because sometimes it's not really about what you want to learn. It's about you putting yourself in the right, mind. Like we'll talk about the mindset. Sometimes it's a war between you that you have before coming here and you that you want to become by coming here. So it took them 2 months, but I'm proud of those guys because at the end of the day, they are smiling every day. They are happy. Everything becomes effortless for them. And watch out for these guys in the next few months. All right. So now talking about this strategy and this dedication to Benjamin, shout out to him and Silva, the entire team, shout out to them. I really appreciate you guys and I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud that you're my team. I'm proud of you, okay? But before I go on, please, here is my challenge because I want to link this to what I've just spoken about. That's how to learn. That's like a project. When you're in a class, you get a project, okay? That's how you learn. When you get a particular topic, after you've been trained on it, you are given a project so you can learn it in the practical sense, and that sticks. You may not remember the word is, but you remember what you did or what you've done before, right? Now, so this is the challenge. Don't just watch this video. Don't just try it once or twice after watching. Commit. The word commit. Make sure it's capital, it's bold in your mind, not just in your face. Of course, I'm not even writing it in the first place. So in your mind, take the trades based on this strategy. Track your trades. Execute the plan 20 to 30 times, following the rules, and watch your confidence skyrocket. On your real account, every one of you must do this, okay? So, because if you bring the right mindset to this strategy, I tell you, you won't just learn how to trade. You will finally, learn how to win. And when you learn how to win, everybody wants to join you, okay? I am pleading with you. I beg you, because for me, it's all about your result for me, okay? So I think that'll be all for that. Let me quickly delve into the real thing, right? Well, the mindset thing is actually the real thing, but this is what you're going to be practicing the mindset theory on, okay? So what is the strategy, guys? It's simple. Now, of course, we all know how to log into our gfulive.com, right? It's now gfulive.com, as you can see, right? We have a new update and all that. So upgrade, sorry. Now, what is the strategy? The strategy actually involves our scanner. The first scanner, it involves, I want you to pay attention to this. Very rapt attention, very rapt one. Okay, very important. The first scanner that is needed for this strategy is Supanova. Supanova. Okay, Supanova. As you can see, Supanova is here. Is one of our powerful scanners. And what is Supanova? Supanova is a scanner that tells you where to buy and sell in the market, following the trend and also following what we call momentum and volatility. Sorry, momentum and volume in the market. Also, yeah, volatility is just the level of movement, how fast and all that. But then where the volume is when the market is about to make a pullback or is about to make a direction, go in the direction of the market, whichever ones, what Supanova just tells you is to tell you when to buy or sell. Okay? Tells you when to buy or sell. And the most significant way of doing that is by showing you the stars. We have the green star, we have the red star. Simple as that. Don't think too far. Don't think deep. Just stay on what I'm saying right now. It's as easy as that. The first one is what? We have the red star, we have the green star. When the green star appears, it means the market is about to go up. When the red star appears, it means the market is about to go down. Of course. Now remember, how to use Supanova on its own is a different thing entirely. I think I've made a video about that. You can go and watch that. But now we're talking about this strategy, which is what? The combination of Supanova. I think I'm supposed to start from there. The strategy is what? Combination of Supanova, and Smartmonics. Now look at the way it's been arranged. It's been arranged on purpose like that, okay? This is the order of flow. The strategy equals Supanova plus Smartmonics. So what does that mean? The strategy means you're going to come to Supanova first to check it out. When Supanova tells you to buy or sell, then you go to the next scanner here, Smartmonics, to confirm if it's the same. Then that's where you take the trade. It's as simple as that. So like I was saying, Supanova tells you where to sell and buy by the virtue of what? By showing or reflecting the stars. The red stars makes the market go down. The green star makes the market go up. Actually, we use it for scalping. Supanova is best for scalping. It's simple, slick, and very, very effective, as you can see. Especially when you see golden candles here, things happen. Like you see a golden candle here, that's when Supanova calls it buy, when there's golden candle. But then you can trade it even without the golden candle, whenever you see this start. But there are rules to that on Supanova. If you want to watch that, you watch that. But that's not why we are here. We're here because of these two. So I don't want you to mix it up. Don't ask questions like, hey, coach, but you said on this line and on this line. No. When you are using these two together, it's called a strategy. When you are using this one together, only one of it is the scanner. But when you bring two together, it becomes a strategy. Okay? So that's that. So that is sorted out. That's Supanova for you. The next one. So what you do is normally, if you're using your system, I always duplicate. I just click on duplicate. So let me just move this out. Move this out. So as it is here now, I click on duplicate. You just duplicate. When you duplicate, so you can see it now. If you're using your phone, you just have to open it simultaneously, right? So, yeah. So now you click on Smartmonics. So you have the two here. You have the Supanova here. You have Smartmonics here. That's how the strategy works, okay? This is called Smartmonics. So how you use these two is what I want to explain to you now. So I'm going to be telling you the steps, okay? First, step one in using this strategy. Step one. Let me just go all caps, right? Step one. Step one. Open your Supanova. Oh, Supanova. Step two. You need to check your favorite pairs. You trade all the pairs, all the instruments, right? Okay, so any pair at all, you come in there, you check Supanova. You want to check these pairs based on the rules I'll be giving you. I mean, you check the pairs. You look out for all the rules I'll be giving you after this. Okay, when you see the rules aligned, what do? That's on Supanova now. Step three, you go to what? You go to Smartmonics for confirmation. You go to Smartmonics for confirmation based on rules of confirmation I'm going to be giving you eventually. Okay? Now, when you check the Smartmonics aligning with Supanova, okay? When they align, what do you do next? Step four, you execute based on direction. Execute based on the direction based on the direction. So what does that mean? That simply means that you execute 1 minute. It simply means that you execute based on the direction you see from Supanova that you went to confirm on Smartmonics. Okay? Come in 1 minute. I like to use this. If they are there, why not? I want to use emoji here. Where is it? Where is it? Is it a site? It's taking the time. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Does it make sense? Goodness. So the direction, if it's up, maybe I should just use the color, depending whether it's up or down. Okay. So these are the steps to follow. Okay. Step 1, open your Supanova. Step 2, check your favorite pairs. Step 3, check Smartmonics for confirmation. I think I'll use that. Check Smartmonics for confirmation. All right. So this is the first things you look out for. I knew that was going to happen. 2J. Now that we know the steps, okay? Now that we know the steps, so what are we looking for? What are we actually looking for? Guys, I give up. I give up on this one. It's going to be giving me a lot of issues here. So now, so this is the step. These are the steps, okay? You look at to use this. Now, so what do I mean by this? Now, you come here, for example, you come to check, let's say US 30. Now, you look at US 30, it's saying that you should what? Sell. That the red star saying that the market wants to go down. Okay, it's okay. Now, what do you do next? You go to Smartmonics to check same US 30. You want to check what is it saying there? Okay, before I go there, sorry, forgive me. I need to give you the rules. Now, this is the steps, okay? What are the rules? Let's talk about the rules. I'll put the rules right here. I call it rules of engagement, right? Rules of engagement. I believe you screenshot this when you get to this part because that's all I can do because the moment I leave here, it's gone, right? Rules of engagement. What are the rules to observe? Now, number 1, when you open your Supanova, okay, only check the time frame to check. Start from, let me say, time frames. You must check. Time frames are from 15 minutes, or let me just tell you 15 minutes, 30 minutes, better still, Start from 30 minutes, sorry. Forgive me. You can use 15 minutes. Very okay. 15 minutes is okay. Yeah, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour and above. 1 hour, 4 hour, and above anyway. So the point is, I think I need to make this smaller. The point is, don't go 5 minutes on this. Don't do that. Just if you're coming here, make sure you're doing minimum of 15 minutes. Okay? Minimum of 15 minutes. So any pair you are looking for or any instrument at all, make sure you are working with 15 minutes and above. Okay? Really, some people even prefer to work with only 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. Still okay, but 15 minutes is good too. Okay? And above. All right? Rule 2. Now, rule 2 is you must make sure they align. You must make sure, well, let me just use the word alignment. What do I mean by this? So if you go to Supanova for 15 minutes to check US 30, for example, let's say we are here now, okay? As you can see, we are here on 15 minutes, right? Let me put it here. Let's use 15 minutes for example. We'll be having a problem with this one. I should know how to group this. I think there's a way to group all of these ones. Yeah, I don't think so. It's okay. I'll manage. All right, I think this is even better. All right, so let's say 15 minutes now. I'm on 15 minutes for Supanova, and it's saying on 15 minutes that I should sell. This is a beautiful one, actually. It said I should sell, right? The star is indicating sell. So should I sell? Should I sell US 30? The answer is no. According to the rule, what do you do? What do you do according to the rule? Step 1 says open Supanova. I've opened. Now I'm applying the rule. Number 1, it says the time frame that you look at are 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I chose 15 minutes. Now, the next thing is, second rule is alignment. So what does that mean? I'm here now, it's saying I should sell with the red star. Am I going to sell immediately? The answer is no. Alignment means go to Smartmonics, 15 minutes for US 30. What are you looking for? So I'm going to put that on the rule. We are looking for zones. We want to be sure this cell that is being called, like now, this is the market where it is now, just like it was on Supanova. The red star is here on the Supanova. But on Smartmonics now, we are looking for zones. What are zones? This structure you see here. Okay? Zones are any area you see this green bar on the red bar at the top, or the green bar on the red bar at the bottom. Now, for the top, you see red painted bars, transparent bar, okay? Which means it indicates it's a zone that the market will come down from. When you come down here and you see the same thing forming, but you're not seeing the green bar, transparent bar, it means the market will move up from here. Now, this time around, Supanova says we should sell. But coming to Smartmonics, it's saying not ready yet. You see the reason why we match these two strategies? So are you going to sell? The answer is no. It is not aligned yet. You only sell if it keeps moving and it gets to this zone. So when you get to this zone and you see it still showing red star on the Supanova, then you can now obey and take the sell based off what I'll be showing you next. Okay? I hope this is clear enough. You come to Supanova, it shows you this on the 15 minutes, same time frame, same pair. You go to Smartmonics, same time frame, same pair. You come there, but now there's no zone here. It is here. So there's still time, enough space between here and here. The market may still go this way. So you want the market to get here before you finally take your decision to sell. Okay? Now, let's go back to the rules. Now, when they finally aligns, you want to take your trade. You want to execute. There are 3 ways. There are 2 ways to execute, actually. 2 ways. Okay, depending on who you are. If you're a newbie, the first one is okay for you. But if you have been here for a while, I will tell you then you can use the second method of entry. Okay, so these entries are called one, aggressive. No. Aggressive, and the second one is called confirmation. So we have aggressive entry and confirmation entry. Okay. Now, if you are new, you can do aggressive. But if you are here, been here for a while, and you know what you know more about market structure, at least you've learned the basic of that, then you can use the second one. Now, it is not a must. If you don't know this, you can learn later, but you can keep using this. I'll just tell you a little bit of just the yeah, we'll go down into that anyways. So we're talking about the rules. Okay. So these are the things that you look out for. The moment you see this, I'm trying to remember if there's any other thing that you need to focus on before you take this trade. Also, okay, good. Before I get to entries, number 3 should be never trade this during the news. Yeah, make sure there is no news. And how to check that? Of course, there's an economic calendar on our app. On our app here, you can check, or you can check Forex Factory. That's something that you learn eventually. Okay, that's a very basic thing. Now, so let's talk about the entries now. We have what? Aggressive. Aggressive means, for example, let's say you come here and you find this idea showing star, and you now go to Smartmonics, you find it around here. Okay, aggressive means you sell immediately. Now, when you sell, talking about aggressive now, when you sell, how do you now make out your stop loss and entry? So when you sell, how do you make out your stop loss and entry? So you come to this part. Let's say you sell around here. Let's assume this zone is here now. Okay, let's assume there's a zone here. For example, let me just put it here. Okay, let's assume we have this same zone. This zone is around here now. You see, it's actually going up to there. So when you get to this part now, then you can sell if as an aggressive person. But let's just talk about here where it is now. Let's say the zone is already here. Now you sell. But when you sell, your stop loss, after making your entry, the stop loss must be at the other end, just a little bit above this zone. So you use your Smartmonics for, I think I will put that down. Let me talk about this one also. Your SL must be above. Okay, use your Smartmonics. Use Smartmonics for your parameters. So you use Smartmonics to set your parameters. Okay. So which means, how do you do that? Stop loss. Okay, let me just put that here in brackets. Stop loss. I'll say SL above the zone. Remember, on this type of trade, you only get your SL. Okay. I'll tell you how to look out for your TP. Okay. I think I'll say this. I'll use this. I'm coming. Okay, your SL above the zone. Let me just do it once. Your TP at the next zone. All right, what does that? What do I mean by this? What does this mean? So let's say You already have a star on Supanova. You're taking your decision now. You come to Smartmonics, assuming the zone is here already and you're taking a sell here. Your stop loss will be above the zone, like this zone now. Your stop loss will be above this zone, okay? And your TP will be the next zone. Anywhere you see a zone like this again, that's where you stop your TP. That's where you set your TP. Before that zone is your TP. So let me just do this. Let's just do this. For example, let's assume this market has already gotten here. Let's just assume it's already there, right? Where is it? Okay, let's just say this is already here. So let's say you take your trade around here. Okay. Now you have to pick what we call, remember this is a sell, right? So you come and pick the short position 2, which means sell. Short means sell. We all know that. So let's say you took your sell around here, you tap where you sold, your stop loss, this is a stop loss side, the red side. You drag it a little bit, just a little bit above this zone. You see, just a little bit above this zone, and your TP will be the next zone, a little bit before the next zone. You see it now? So you always see zones like this for your confirmations. Now, anywhere you see zone, the next place you see a zone. Now, in cases where you don't see zones for your TP, because of course, this one you must see a zone before you take a trade. But let's say you don't see any zone around here for your TP. Now, in that case, you will now use Supanova to set your TP. How? Anytime a green star pops up, you close your trade. So I'll put that on the rules as well. Why does it keep going down? I hope we are together. So I'm going to do another box here. Or maybe I could just make this. Let me make this now. I'll make it still under entries. I don't want to make it too much. Like, so let me put in bracket again. That in a case where you don't see use Supanova green star. Now, remember, guys, this is based on direction. Based off direction. I'll just say use Supanova star. Because if I say a green star, I mean, what if it was a buy? Red star will be your TP. So let's say use Supanova star as your TP, as your TP when Smartmonics zone. I'll use SM for Smartmonics, please. Zone is not in sight. Try to make this short as I can. All right, let me see if this is right. So use Supanova star as your TP when SM Smartmonics zone is not in sight. So what that simply means is, like I was saying it here. Let's say sometimes you already have your SL, you have your entry, you expect the market to come down, and you don't see any zone here to use as your next target for your TP. Then what do? You go to Supanova and you just leave the trade, let it be running. The moment you see any red line, it's okay. Let me give an instance. When this sell was called here, imagine you entered, and on Smartmonics there was no zone, like you don't see a zone for you to make your TP. You leave the trade to keep going in profit, in profit, in profit. Now what happened? The moment you see a green star like this, you close your trade exactly where you see it. That's how to make your TP and your entries. I think we're done with that. Now I was talking about aggressive and confirmation. So the aggressive is as good as what I just shown you now. As a new person, just take your trade at that zone. If everything is aligned and confirmed, you take your trade, and then set your SL above the zone, then use the next zone for your TP. And in the case where you don't see any zone on smart monies for your TP, just come back to Supanova and wait till you see an opposite star. Okay, wait till you see an opposite star as your TP. Okay, on Supanova, I would say use an opposite star. I think that makes sense now. Use an opposite star. On Supanova. Okay, as your TP when SM zone, smart money zone, is not in sight. Okay, so we have aggressive. We talk about aggressive. It's as easy as just entering the trade, right? If you notice, it's still going on because it has to get to that zone. All right, but then let's go back to now confirmation. What is confirmation? Now, if you are new, you may not think about this for now, but you go back and watch your basic video of market structure, you understand what we mean by confirmation. Now, I'm going to be showing you the meaning of the confirmation, but let me explain here first. Now, for those of you already in advanced or intermediate stage of your learning, for those of you, I mean, normally you're supposed to be watching the videos, right? Okay. Now, remember, what we call uptrend is when the market is like this, like make a low, a high, a higher low, because this is a low to this one, but just that this type of low is still higher than the previous low. So we call it a higher low to this one. Okay, then a new high will be a higher high to this one, then another lower low to this one, like that. This is what they call uptrend, right? So this is called uptrend. You understand? Now, the opposite is what we call downtrend. What is the opposite? Let's check it again. The opposite means when the market is on its way down. So what you expect is a high, a low, then you see a lower high. Why? This is a high, right? This is lower, so we call it a low because this one is high, this one is low. Then now another pullback is like a lower high. It's a low to this one, but just as it's a lower high because it's higher than this low. So here, then it gives you another one, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. This is a downtrend. So when you see a structure like this, so like this one now, look at this structure here. Let me make this big a little bit bigger. So look at this structure you see here. Is an uptrend, right? You see, it started with a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, like that, till you get to where you see it now. But when you see a downtrend too, you see a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, like that. So they may not be a perfect structure like this, but you see them. Of course, it's easy. When you see the market going from down to the top, that's high uptrend. When it's coming from the top to the down, that is downtrend. So now this is how structure is, right? Now there's the third thing. Now, how do you know? Now there's a point at which every structure shifts. So it means there's a point this uptrend we get to and it start becoming a lower low, like they start coming down. And there's a point the lower one, which is down one, will be going, and it will get to a point it start going up. At that point is what we call change of character or market structure shifts. Okay, market structure shifts. So let me type these things so you get them now. Uptrend. I'm not supposed to be teaching this one though. I'm not teaching. I'm not supposed to. I'm just supposed to tell you what confirmation is. Okay, we have uptrend, we have downtrend, because I'm trying to make sure I don't spend too much time on this whole thing because of my post. I'm going to post it on YouTube. You have it, okay? All right, this is uptrend, is downtrend. Now, the third one I said, we call it market structure shift. Market structure shift. What does that mean? Market structure shift. That's different names though. Market structure. You know what I just shown you is called market structure. Okay, this is called market structure. This is a market structure, high, downtrend. Of course, we have the other one, consolidation, but that doesn't matter here. We're talking about this when the market is up or it's coming down. Now, when this changes to this, it's called the market structure shift. Or when this changes to this, that is called the market structure shift, which means the structure has shifted. So it was going up, and start coming down, it has shifted. Market and structure have shifted downwards. If it was coming down and then it shifted upward, means the market has shifted upward. Now, for those of you who are advanced, this is for you. Now, when you get this market come to that zone, let's say you go to smart money, now see that it's around that zone, and you don't want to just jump in and sell immediately. At least you want to take a sniper trade. You want to make sure that it's on point, right? So you want to wait. Now, how do you do that? First, let me explain what market structure shift is. So for a market structure shift, you just need to recognize. So when the market is on its way up, for example, makes you a higher high, a higher low, higher high. Now, you know that the next one should be what? A higher low, right? Now, which means it's supposed to go a low like this, right? Not get to this point anymore. It has to be middle of these two before going higher. But instead of it now coming to this middle and stop and go higher continuously, you now see it coming to go below this last. It was low, high, higher, low, higher, high. The market, the rule is for an uptrend, the market must not come back to go below the last low, which is this one. So the moment the market comes like this now, so it has what? It has gone below this one. Now, you don't make it a market structure shift until you now see it forming this one. Remember, this one is what? A high, low, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, right? Now, and this one is what? Higher, higher, high, higher, low. Now, the moment it comes like this, you see, it's looking like this structure. Then you now see the next one. If the next one goes above this, then it continues like this. But the next one now comes to the middle of this. Now continue down. You see that this structure now is now looking like this one, no more like this one. So that is what we call, at this point where this thing happened. So where is that? Let me bring it up so you can see it clearly. So at this point where this happened is where they call the market structure shift. It happened here. The shift happened here. So this shift happens here. Let me use another color. Where is the color bar? Let me use yellow. Let me use dotted lines, dashed lines. You see the structure. So the shifted happened here, right? The shift happened here. The market came back and then went down. Now it has shifted. That's what they call market structure shifts. Okay. Sometimes. Okay. That's just it. That's just it. So just know this now. I believe you know this already. That's why you are what? Advanced stage or intermediate, right? So I don't have to say much on this one here. Okay. For newbies, you can go and watch your market structure video that you learn more about this one. So what am I trying to say? So let's say you want to take this trade. For you, the sellers, that's for confirmation entry now. And then you now see that, okay, you go back to Smartmonics. You now see that, wow, it has actually gotten to that point. It's almost there. Not there yet. It's almost there. Now, you now see that on Smartmonics, it is, let's assume it's already there. Let's just assume it's there. As you see here, let's say it's there, okay? What you are expecting now is to see it give you a market structure shift. You go to a smaller time frame. This is 15 minutes, you go to 1 minute. Yeah, you go to 1 minute, 3 minutes, or yeah. So you come to 1 minute now. What are you looking for? See, you have the structure here, like low, higher, high, sorry, low, high, higher, low, higher, high. So the next thing you want to see here now is this. Normally, if the market is still continuing, like it's a continuing market, like the market is on its way up and it's not changing, right? So what you do is what? Where is it? I keep looking for these things. All right. So, after this, what happened? You expect the market to go like this as it came from here. It should go up, right? Now, instead of it going up now, okay, you now see it coming here to take out this low. Now came here. Now return here. So what have I done? So now for you now, confirmation means you wait for the market to break this one. When it breaks this, you now look for what we call fair value gap here, which of course you should know. Okay, you make that your entry, or you just use your Fibonacci measure and make middle of this your entry, expect the market to come there, and then you make above this one your stop loss, and then to come there and then you come down. That is when it comes down, and that's what you say confirmation. Now you see this is a bit advanced, not for the new ones, but if you know this, you know. If you don't know it, use the aggressive type. Okay, I don't want to spend time on teaching this one on this particular slide. So that's what it means. So these are the rules of engagement. I want you to take a copy or screenshot of this one now, because want to just go and check markets. Want to go and look at all the market and see if this works actually. Where is it? Okay. Now take the picture, do whatever you want to do to this one. Let me make it a screen. Let me make it wide out. What do you call it now? Full screen. Oh, it's not coming out with the writings. It's okay. I believe you've seen it already. And I hope. Oh my goodness. I believe you have, because I'm not going to write this again. I swear. I cannot. Oh my goodness. It's gone. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, you can record, you can rewind and then take a screenshot. All right. So now let's go look for this. Let's go hunting. Okay. Or let's just check in the past. Let's just check in the past and see. Okay. Let's talk about this one. When the market came here, which one should we use now? Let's use this one. When the market came here for a sell, that was 44,658. Let's go check Smartmonics 2 in the past. Was there zone in the past? Now, if there's no zone, remember you don't take, right? Are we on US 30 here? What was this one? US 30, 15 minutes. Okay, 45,121. Let's use this. 45,121. 45,121. Okay. So here, on 15 minutes, it was called here, but there was no zone. All right. Oh, okay. Okay. You won't see a zone here because it has happened already. So what smart monies do is or what it does is it gives you zones like other block. Okay, and then when it's used, it disappears because you can't see it here in the past. So there's no way to confirm. But what I want to just show you is this. Look at this now. When it was called, I believe there must have been a zone here. Okay, and then what happened? Okay, let's talk about this one. Okay, good. We have one. At least the first one that has happened on that same zone, like this one now. Look at this. See, there's a zone here, right? What price is this one? When it was 44, 770, around 44, 7 something. Let's go check 44, 7, 44, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. You see, there was a sell here called too. So which means smart money, a Supanova called a sell here. At first, look at it, a sell, as you can see. And then smart money to called it. So if you had seen this kind of thing, let's say, remember the first step is you come to Supanova. You see a Supanova calling a sell here. Okay. In fact, it was here. Sorry, it called here. It's called here too. Since this time, I mean, even if you called here and you make your stop loss here, you didn't get to your stop loss, you would have still been in the same trade. But when he called it here for a sell, can you notice here now? What price again? Around 44748. It was called here. So let's say you see it here. You now go straight. I mean, assuming all this has not happened, you only saw this. You now go to Smartmonics here too. You see 44748. around that area to look at the zone here. Okay. So now when you have this one, you can go ahead and take that sell. Now, if you had done that, what would have happened? What you are seeing here? So when you take a sell like this, from this zone like this, your stop loss will be above here. So which means this would have been the case. Would have been the case. Your stop loss will have been a little bit above. Let me make it bigger. It's bigger. So this is what would have happened. You have entered the trade. Even if you entered here, let's say you entered here, your stop loss is a little bit above this one. And then your TP will be where your TP, this zone was not there at the time. So, you know, because this was the market that created this zone, this one. So now look at it. So your TP would have been continuous. So because there was no zone, you know, no zone around here to what. So you just make it continuous. Like this will have give you 5.76 times. That's 6 times whatever you made, almost 6 times whatever you. So meaning if you use $10 on this trade, you would have made $57 on this trade. Now, how do you know when to go out to prevent this? Look at this. So since there is no zone, now you now go to the rule 4. Since there is no zone here for you on smart money to determine your TP, go back to smart Supanova, you wait till you see a green star, which is opposite star of this. What do? You close your trade and take your profits. So guys, you can backtest this on every pair. Remember, follow the rules, and I tell you, you're going to be winning. But before that, your mind have to be set right. Mindset is everything, guys. Mindset is everything. It happens. It's you know, your paradigm and everything are tied to this old stuff. Okay, so that's it from me. I'm the mentor Ismail signing out. Thank you very much.